The filter-free diary. Uh,
It's 9:47. That's what time it is. Okay. So appropriate. So I think I could give you a better update now. Maybe. Okay. Okay, I am in Ohio right now. But I just got to Ohio last night. Last night around 7 o'clock, actually, when I had really good Mexican. So before I was in Ohio, I was in Chicago. And Chicago's in Illinois. I'm well aware of that now. And it's like at the top of Illinois, so you had to go like down. You had to go south and a little west, to stay in Illinois. I'm starting to learn the geography of the United States. Too bad it's as I'm leaving. Anyways, so what had happened? I think the last episode of season 2, after Horseman Numbers, was while I was still at the lodge. That was a cool little lodge. The water smelled terrible, like eggs, all the time, but it was still a very cool little lodge, and I like that place. And I hung out for like 2 more days while I was there, and then I was ready to head to Canada and ruin my life. I'm just kidding. Sometimes our path takes us places we don't expect, and things happen to us that we aren't accounting for. Anyways, so I ended up to Canada, and then I spent most of the day driving, but then because I was near Duluth at that point. Like I'm trying to put the pieces together, and everything gets really fuzzy when we get towards the Canada incident because the recording got all mucked up, because the senses got all mucked up. Okay, so yeah, so drove most of the day, got to Canada, wasn't allowed to leave for many hours. I'm gonna say 10 hours? It might have been 10 hours. I don't know how long it was. I did not have a good sense of time at that time, or at this time, or at any time in the last 4 years. And then I was allowed to leave, and then drove back to Duluth. I drove back to Duluth, and that whole town just fucking hated me. So like, I've never seen so much hate. Okay. So left that town and ended up in Chicago, and that's where I found the love, and that was great. And I stayed in Chicago for maybe a whole week, maybe not. I gotta pay the Illinois tolls, because one of the things they're very clear about is their tolls, and they have signs about paying that shit online, and you get 14 days. And what day are we on now? Wednesday. Okay, so I have like 6 more days to pay those Illinois tolls. I have to remember to do that. Okay, so I was in Chicago for a hot minute, and that's where I was able to recover and put things together. And then I tried to get a really nice suite with like pools and hot tubs and stuff, and the water was super itchy, and that fucking sucked. And then I just kind of fell apart, or not for nothing. Personally, I feel like I took myself offline before I fell apart, but I was definitely crumbling. And then the thing with Spirit, and I think maybe that lasted for a day or 2. Still bad with time, sorry. So what day are we on now? Let me check. What the phone say? The phone says November 7th. Well, it's Thursday, not Wednesday. So this is where I am now, because I hung out in Chicago for several days, because it took a while to come together, and then to go offline, and then to come together again. And now I'm here. And I have a new plan of execution. And can you see piles of my stuff here? I need to go through my stuff, and I need to limit it. I tried being open and honest and just being myself. That did not work right. Couldn't just be open and honest and be like, this is who I am and this is what I'm trying to do and can you help me? No, that was horrible. So when you can't be yourself, when you can't just say, this is who I am, the next best thing you could do is mimic who they expect you to be. So that's my next plan of attack. So I'm stripping my car down, and I'm going to make sure everything fits into my 2 suitcases and my carry-on bag. And then we'll do this a different way. Because I'm not ready to lose yet. And I think I got at least one more strike. This will be strike 3. And not for nothing, the Google told me that Trump is going to win. So I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm going to say it's getting real. It's time to get bug out. So this is going to be my last chance to get my car out. And I'm going to win. I'm going to fucking win. Okay. Have a good one.